Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. Alrighty then. New dating trend. Men don't need to apply, or men, please don't apply. Now, what's funny about this story, okay? I kid you not, they changed the story within the day that I read it. I don't know if it's because they got a lot of pushback. I don't know if there was a lot of comments on the story, because usually that doesn't matter. But what happened is I went to the story, and I had pulled it up, and I had it all set to go, and Daily Mail does this weird thing where they send you back to the main page after X amount of hours. I don't know why. So I have to copy paste the link, because otherwise I'll open this up and it'll zip back to their homepage. And then no matter how many times I hit the back page browser and any of that stuff, it won't bring the story up. So then I have to end up searching for the story again and finding it. Well, this one I saved the link to it. And of course it kicked me back to the main page, but I had read through this. And then when I pasted the link, the story's changed. So my thumbnail may not quite be as accurate, because I was talking about these two girls. One was married and the other one was a friend. And the married one set up a threesome with her husband and her friend, and they ended up leaving the guy out of it. And then the two women ended up dating. And the guy was just left toast. Now, after glancing at this, it sounds like they ended up dating for a little while, but then she went back to the dude. So we're both reading this for the first time, apparently. It says, a woman who had threesome with her best friend and her fiance ends up in a year-long affair with her, but is still chosen as bridesmaid at the couple's wedding. So, again, now this says this was updated, and this is what's weird. It says it was updated at 3:07 Eastern on 12 May of 2020. But this story literally came up in a news feed the other day, and the date was different than this. So I don't know what's up, but I want to read it because it was an interesting story. A woman spent an afternoon drinking at the pub with her friend and her fiancé. The trio had returned to her apartment for dinner when the conversation turned. A flippant joke led to them having a passionate threesome. Weeks later, the women slept together again, this time without the guy. They continued having their bedroom fun in secret every time they were drunk for a year. Now, I don't know if they'll say this in the story, but the three-way thing was the woman, the fiancé's idea. It was her idea. They specifically said that. Now it sounds like I'm making stuff up, but I swear I read this story literally a few hours before it changed. They said a woman who had a threesome with her best friend and her fiancé continued on the illicit affair with her friend for a year before acting as a bridesmaid at the couple's wedding. After spending a boozy afternoon drinking together in the pub, Joe and Catherine returned to her apartment in order to order takeaway and watch a movie. She revealed anonymously to Mamma Mia. Oh, I guess that's the movie. She revealed anonymously to Mamma Mia while changing her friends' names. Oh, okay. So Mamma Mia is where they wrote the article to, and I guess she changed the names. Okay. But the night took a dramatic turn when a joke about the two friends kissing led to the trio having a passionate threesome that stretched well into the early hours of the morning. While it was awkward, they reunited a few days later. The tension quickly subsided, and the bedroom fun was never mentioned. Now, here's what makes this story hard for me to read versus what I literally just read before, is that originally the story said that the fiancé, it was her idea for her and her friend and the fiancé, the guy, to all hook up, right? So the three of them hooked up, and then the woman, the fiancé, decided to date the female friend, and she ditched the dude. And so my initial thumbnail that I made, which is here, the new dating trend, men please don't apply, is what it said. It was the woman had said, I'm much happier, and he treats me much better. And so I don't even need a boyfriend anymore. I should have started with a girlfriend. And so my whole take on this was this is something that I have noticed, is that women are more and more, if you start looking at dating apps, if you start looking at dating profiles, women don't just put, straight or looking for a man. They put all the different, pies, tries, all the different messages out there, and or they put that they're bi. And so guys now on a dating app, you're looking on there, and it's like a lot of them are now saying that they like women and men. And so now as a single guy, not only is it difficult for you to find a girlfriend, let's face it, it's just ridiculous. But, and not only is it hard to find a woman, and there's a good likelihood nowadays, I mean, the percentages are 40, 50, 60%, women admitting them cheating on their boyfriends. But what happens now when the selection of people that she might cheat with, the selection of people that she might leave you with or break up with you for or whatever, what happens if that's not just 50% of the population, i.e. guys, but now it also might be women, where literally your girlfriend may leave you, cheat on you, break up with you, or find somebody else that's not just men, but everybody. And again, this is becoming more and more common. And so then, what's it like when you're like, you know something, I don't think you should have male friends because I know how men are. You should only have women friends. And then woman's like, okay, well, I like them too. And it doesn't stop them from cheating because that's ultimately what happened in this situation. She said she described Catherine snuggling into her while they drank a glass of wine before slipping her hand beneath the throat and kissing her, drawing her close into an embrace. Without Joe watching us, it wasn't about performing, it was about us. And I realized in that moment how much I wanted her and how the three of us together had been nothing more than a way for me to have her. Now remember, this was the woman that wanted it to happen in the first place, the woman that was engaged. When Joe served coffee and croissant the next morning, she said she felt guilty, but not enough to stop her from doing it with Catherine again. And then she said it taught her about giving and receiving and pleasure and allowing each other to enjoy each other in a certain way. Now, she says it ended after they got married. Right. And they also say here he's the unsuspecting groom. So imagine your fiance tries to hook you up, the guy, with one of her friends, and you're like, sweet. And it's her idea. Only to find out later that she's cheating on him with her right up through till the wedding, and you had no idea. Now, some guys would be into that, but my argument is cheating is cheating is cheating, especially what if she likes this other girl? The newlyweds moved cities soon after and went on to have 3 children while they gradually lost contact with the woman she shared a night of passion with. She says she still thinks about her or the couple and wonders whether the initial fun would reignite her friends' thoughts of her. Like, can you imagine? And I know a lot of you guys are kind of like, well, who cares? Like, it's another girl. Who cares? I'm kind of into that. That's hot. But can you imagine a woman setting this up with one of her friends, doing it behind your back, which is a huge trust issue, because then even if you're into it with her doing it with another woman, what's to say she doesn't do it with another guy? Because she already got away with it once and she was able to keep it secret. You know, and there's never any regrets. There's never, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. That was kind of bad. Oh, well, moving on. Like, if that's where we are, and again, it's just showing you that so many women are now saying, oh, I'm also into other gals. That's got to make you feel like, hey, you know something? I can't trust her with anybody. I can't trust her because this is happening more and more. So again, it's just another nail in the coffin of dating, I think. It just doesn't, it's just getting tougher and tougher. All right, for those of you on YouTube, YouTube can suck it because they're horrible. And join me over on Rumbles and Locals because that's where the dating profile of the day is going to be. And in the meantime, for Locals and Rumble, dating profile of the day. Guys, if you'd like to support my work, links are below as always. If you have, thank you very much. And the best way you can support me is like, comment, share, subscribe. Join me over on betterbachelor.locals.com, where we've got free speech forums. We talk about everything under the sun. I do individual one-off videos. I do live streams. I do special individual content over there for supporters. And you can support me for about 13 cents a day. So join me over on betterbachelor.locals.com, and we'll see you next time.